I'll just say that the pussy was loose.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching for the very first time, hello, my name is Staecha. I go by Namaste on Instagram. If you're interested in keeping up with my day-to-day life, you can check me out over there on the gram. And this is my friend Antonio. He's joining me today for a game of truth or drink or truth or shot.
Which I don't need to tell the truth or a lie. I'm gonna drink.
Okay. So.
But I'm gonna tell the truth though.
I know.
I won't even drink.
Like, I figured you're going to be the person to do that. I'm probably going to be the one drinking.
Because you approved. We covered that in the last video. Come on, let's go.
So we're going to be playing Truth or Drink. His Instagram handle will be in the description bar below. It's Dubcito.
Dubcito.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the Spanish accent.
Okay, so if you're interested in following him, you can do so. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
I'm stressed out already.
No. We're gonna start easy. Have you ever tasted a booger?
A booger? What? No.
No?
No. Have you?
No. Maybe.
So
I'm human.
Maybe. So you have?
No, I don't know. I was a kid, maybe. I don't know. I think you're lying though. I think you should drink.
No. I'll drink, but I've never
No, don't drink. I want you to keep it real. Go ahead, your turn.
Accidentally sent nudes to the wrong person.
No, I never did that.
Okay.
No, never did that. That would be tragic, though. I send the wrong text from time to time, maybe like 3 to 5 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Never nudes. So I don't be sending nudes like that, though.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Well, we know why you don't send nudes. Okay, my turn. Is that a sneak diss?
It was not even sneaky.
It wasn't, right? It's because I'm right in your face. So how is it a sneak diss if I'm talking right in your face? I'm not sneak dissing you. I respect you more than that. I would just diss you to your face. What is your most embarrassing moment in public in your life?
I've had so many. Sheesh. I can't think of one. I'll drink.
What you mean? Embarrassing?
I'll tell you off camera.
Oh, that's whack. The people want to know.
But that's something tied to an insecurity that I still have.
Okay.
So no. I would never put that out there. The worst thing you've said about your significant other behind your back.
The worst thing I've ever said about my significant other behind their back? Oh, that's easy. Ooh. I don't know if I want to put that out because this can be seen by a previous significant other. I've told this story before to people, and I don't want to tell it anymore because it was harmful and hurtful. And I'm a better man than that these days. I'll just say that the pussy was loose.
Oh my god. And you know, I have a question about that, something. But anyways, let's continue. Who was that? That was me asking you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Mm-hmm. Truth or drink?
Mm-hmm.
When you don't orgasm, are you blaming the man more or yourself more?
It depends on the situation.
In general, throughout your sexual history?
I take some responsibility.
I said more. So who gets more responsibility?
I don't know. I don't think about who gets more responsibility for me not orgasming. I think for me, I know that I come closer to it if it's someone I have an emotional connection with.
Okay.
And a physical chemistry with. I've put put my shit out there. I've had situations where I wasn't really into the guy emotionally, but the sex was good.
But you still didn't orgasm.
No. So I don't necessarily put that on them or me.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that having a conversation about women orgasms is really important because what
A
you
lot of women
realize
don't.
as we get older, we realize that a lot of women don't.
And a lot of women lie about.
Well, yeah, that too, to like save a man's ego or whatever. But it's a problem that should be discovered more.
Yeah.
Like, we should have the conversation more, and women, I think women should discover it more on their own. Matter of fact, I just learned that, like, in places like big cities like LA, where they do classes on, orgasms, and then classes specifically on squirting, and classes on certain fetishes, and it's just like making you more aware and knowledgeable on yourself and how to, achieve those different things. And so I just feel like for women, it's more about you guys than it is about the man.
I don't know if I agree with that fully. I agree to a point. Because some dudes really just...
This disclaimer, I'm speaking from my own experiences where, I know my capabilities, and I'm not trying to gas myself up, but I know when I have a good day at the office, and I know when I have a bad day at the office.
Okay.
But when I have a good day at the office and you still, you don't get there, I'm like, all right, no, that ain't me, that's her. Like,
okay.
But maybe it's the connection, but I think a lot of times it's just a woman not fully knowing herself.
And that's true. I think that's true. Because a lot of women don't masturbate either.
That part.
And people frown upon it, but I think it's a great way of figuring out what touches, what motions makes you turned on.
Any young watchers out there? I mean, over age, well, not even over age, really. Like, I don't want to be talking to the inappropriate audience, but figure yourself out.
Yeah,
figure yourself out. It's on you.
It's important.
It's on you. Don't go man blaming.
I mean, some men need to be blamed because they're whack.
I mean, those, if the shoe fits,
it's whack. But I think it's a conversation, because like we said, we're going in circles. There are women who don't verbalize what they expect or what they want. They just kind of allow the man to do his thing and not say. Because I've said before, people need to have those awkward conversations about what pleases me or what pleases you, in order to get to the place where we know what is required in order to get you there.
Okay, but I guess a good question would be, in your sexual history, not saying that you keep count of how many times you had sex, that's kind of impossible, but do you think you had orgasm more than half or less than half the time?
Less than half the time.
Most women would probably say that, right?
But that's because I was at a point where I wasn't even sure what I was doing. And I was afraid to verbalize what I expected or what I knew would have made me feel pleasure.
Yeah.
So now I'm at a point where I'm like, no, go that way, go this way, do that.
So then if we go back to my first question, you should be blaming yourself more than the chemistry or the man.
No, but all of that intertwines. It's not one specific thing.
Yeah, but if you know yourself, and here's I think the key and the lock for the women who know themselves. Even if a man ain't all of that, if he's just average, a woman can still get there. Shout out to those women, that the women who can get there. Like, y'all got Google Maps and you ain't got no smartphone. You ain't. Next question.
My question?
Yeah.
I think it's my question. I have a question that you asked me. What's your most embarrassing moment?
You had that in your book?
Yeah, I did. I can show you. See? Most embarrassing thing.
Probably when I used to still pee in the bed as a teenager. This is probably childhood trauma that I'm giving right here, because I don't think I ever had this conversation out loud.
You know,
but
that's crazy.
I'm
That's my most embarrassing thing too.
Is it? Are you?
And my brothers,
You
whenever
ain't
we get
shit.
in, no, for real. And my brothers, when we get in an argument.
What age did you
public,
pee in the bed
I
to?
can't tell you.
No. It's out now. What age were you when you stopped peeing in the bed?
What age were you?
No, I asked you first. Stop. Don't do that. We don't got time.
Antonio.
What age were you when you stopped peeing in the bed? You
I was
grown
a
ass woman. You too damn grown.
I was a teenager.
What was you, last week old?
Not last week.
You got a diaper on right now.
It wasn't last week. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was getting out of it in my teens, early teens, but I think I did it like once when I was 18.
Ooh.
Which was like, that's super embarrassing. But nobody was around for that. But like probably, twice when I was 17 and several times 14, 15. I think I was like 14 years old because I remember I was leaving Compton, and it became such a profession of mine to hide it that I had all of these ways that I would hide peeing in the bed. But the people closest to me, they knew. And the adults, they knew. But as a kid, I thought I was good at hiding shit. But one time I just couldn't hide it. I was spending the night at somebody else, and I had to walk out, and everybody had to see the pee, and I had to like try and sneak around. But then somebody was like, "Yo, you peed on yourself," and it was like a lot of people there, and I'm like, "Damn, you got me." It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's affected me as an adult, but it probably had an effect. I don't care no more though. We need to explore our childhood traumas.
We need.
I'll drink to that.
That's part of my trauma.
Yeah. How old were you? You didn't tell me.
Around the same time you stopped, around 15, 16 year old. No, 14, 15 year old. That shit fucked with me.
They ever call you pissy pussy?
Then what did they call you?
I don't know.
In Jamaica they would say piss a bed.
Okay, that's kind of obvious. I never got called anything. Actually, I was,
It was embarrassing because, like I said, when my brothers and I we were in a verbal argument, that's the first thing that they bring up. That would be like the first fucking thing they would bring up, and they would do it in front of like all the other children, and then the guys, some of the older guys who didn't hang out with us, they were like, "We know you wet the bed." I'm like,
you know what? Speaking of childhood trauma, I don't remember if anybody used to clown me or what they clowned me when they said it. Like even my brothers. And if they did, it's probably like packed away in my memory that I can't even access.
I remember vividly.
Which is I think it's part of childhood trauma when you put things away but you don't even know that they happen in your life. Like, did they clown me? Hey, Aaron, D, what did y'all used to say about me when I used to pee in the bed? Because I really don't remember. Maybe I tuck it so far away that it allows me to be who I am today. And if I didn't tuck it that far away, I'd be a little fucked up. But here I am, surviving and thriving. Have you ever had sex on a first date?
First date, no.
Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Hell no.
You would never have a one-night stand?
I don't see myself having a one-night stand.
Okay, I mean, you're just reinforcing.
Don't even. I don't see myself having a one-night stand because
You're too wound up?
because I'm too wound up. I've never met anyone who inspired that feeling.
In one night.
In one night.
You never met a top flight security. Okay.
Last person you DM'd, and what was the message?
I mean, I've been DMing all day about my consent post, so it's nothing important. It's very important, but it was about consent during sex. Because I made a post about.
I know the post.
What did I say?
You said you'll teach your daughter from 5 to 30.
Regardless of your relationship status.
That your body is your own.
Yes, and you should always have consent. Nobody owns you. Nobody is entitled to sex with you, whether they're your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, anybody. Consent. What is the sexiest trait on a guy to you?
Physically or personality?
Let's say both.
Both? Can you count like dressing and stuff like that? His appearance?
Yeah,
puts himself together.
Count that as physical.
So physical, there's so many things I like. I like when a man is put together, groomed.
Okay, like a haircut
and he's
well
put together, so his outfit is stylish.
Okay.
I value style because I'd like to consider myself a stylish person.
You stylish, yeah. You for sure stylish.
Thank you.
I give you that credit.
So I would want someone who have the same attitude, even if he's not like over the top, but he.
You're super over the top.
I'm not. You think I'm over the top?
We're not doing that again.
First impressions when we met in person.
First impression when we met in person?
Yeah.
Well, we did a lot of conversing before we met in person, so the first impression was you were pretty much exactly what I expected, to be honest. Okay. I honestly did expect you to be bougier. And I know I joke and I call you bougie, and you are, but I thought you'd be bougier. And
in what way?
I mean, what do you mean? What way?
I said bougier. Like, what were you expecting?
There's women out there that I've met that are just like, I don't know, like your wrist is always up like this, and your chin is up like this, and you just.
Oh no, I like to consider myself real down to earth, real cool.
You are down to earth and cool.
Easy to get along with. You can't say no to that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Your question.
No shade.
Cause you hesitated, like, is she?
You eat because I was thinking about others. You easy to get along with for me.
I'm easy to get along with everybody.
Okay. I can't judge that. I was just trying to think and put myself in like other people's shoes.
I don't ask you to put yourself in other people's shoes.
You don't have to ask me. For me, yes, easy to get along with. Have you ever had sex in your parents' bed?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The way because there's always someone at home. 9 times out of 10, there's someone at home.
Have you ever had sex at home?
No. There's always someone at home, and then with the way my house is set up, no one has like a room for themselves when I was growing
up. What's the wildest place you ever had sex?
On a highway.
What do you mean, driving?
No, outside the car while vehicles were going by. So we like opened the front door, opened the back door, and we were doing it in between while vehicles were going by.
Open the front door and back door?
And we were in the middle.
I'm confused.
Open the front door, boom. My head is down in the passenger seat.
In the passenger seat.
And then the back door is open, so I'm in between the door being open and the back door being open.
Okay. Oh, but you're like on the side that's not the road.
Mm. So
people who come in kind of can't see you, and then as they pass, they kind of can't see. That's kind of smart. Okay.
Most outrageous thing you've done under the influence?
Which influence?
Any influence.
I've been under a lot of influences. Most outrageous thing?
Pick one.
I've done a lot of.
As I'm saying, to pick one.
I mean, it's. I don't know why my mind is on skinny dipping. That's not even outrageous. Sexually outrageous things like having sex on the highway while driving. That's pretty outrageous. That was dangerous. I don't want to do that again. Having sex in the broom closet at an Erykah Badu concert while people were knocking. That was scary. I didn't want to go to jail. I don't know. I guess I could just leave it at those.
Okay.
Yeah, those are pretty outrageous. Would you ever have a threesome?
I would consider it.
With 2 guys?
No.
Why?
That doesn't sound like a very appealing thing to me.
So you would consider it with 2 girls, but not with 2 guys?
I would, yes, I would. Let me fix that answer. So I would be more open to 2 females, me, a girl, and whomever I'm with. Because I'm thinking if it's 2 men, mm-hmm. if I'm performing fellatio, mm-hmm. then the dude is at the back or wherever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eiffel Tower.
That's a lot.
For who?
For me. To concentrate on giving head plus take dick.
You don't think it's possible?
I'm not saying it's
It's
impossible.
possible, right?
I'm saying, how do you find? Does that make sense?
I mean, in a threesome with two women, you're gonna be taking it from the back while giving head to the woman.
But there's so many scenarios that could play out with that.
I mean, there's more scenarios that can play out with two men too. It's one of them is called double penetration.
Fuck.
I mean, I'm just saying. No, we're not done. Don't clap like we done, because this conversation is not finished. No. Because I still don't understand how you can logically talk about eating vagina, but not.
I didn't say I don't know.
But not, do you not have the mindset that giving head is like pleasure? Does it please you to please a man?
It does, but I don't know how to juggle both at the same time.
Well, of course you don't, because you never did it.
Have you ever done it?
No. Well, I mean, done what?
Threesome. I'm assuming you have.
Yeah, I have. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just the fact that you ruled it out, but didn't rule out the other one, just seems like a bit of a.
Because that's more in line with my fantasy.
Okay.
Not two dudes.
All right.
It just sounds like a very intimidating situation.
Intimidating?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank y'all for watching. This has been another episode of Staecha and Dub. We got to some true, deep, real shit. Some of the things she didn't want to answer, they were a little too deep for her, like being in the bed until she was 15.
Oh my
God.
no,
put that in the That's gonna make it. No. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, talk about she was too old to be pissing in the bed. Whatever you want to do. We're trying to get her to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh my God.
4,000, videos. We support black business.
Hours.
4,000 watch hours.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's a headache.
And we appreciate you if you watch it this far. Really, more to come. I appreciate you having me on your platform and sharing me with your audience.
I appreciate having you.
Yeah, subscribe, comment, share it on your story, share it on your Facebook. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come back again and watch it. Let it play in the background while you're doing your hair, brushing your teeth. Maybe while you're having that threesome with two guys. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
That's what came natural to you?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye. Bye, guys. Say bye.
I did say bye.
Say it. No, I wanted to say it. No.
Adios.
Adios.
Amigas.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass bray.